Honda will like your hard-earned money, and in exchange for it, they'll give you a 2016 Honda Accord. But when they do, are they giving you a reliable vehicle that's built to last? Time for a reliability background check. For years, the Honda brand has been synonymous with reliability, but that doesn't mean you should take that reputation for granted before buying one. In 2003, Honda introduced their redesigned Accord. 2003 and 2004 models equipped with the V6 engine developed transmission problems by around the fifth year of ownership. Symptoms range from a whining noise to slippage to wheel lockup. If you currently own one of these V6 Accords, talk on the internet suggests draining the fluid on an extraordinary frequency, perhaps extending its life. Honda eventually recalled the 2003 and 2004 model year transmissions, both 4 and 6 cylinder. As for the 4-cylinder models, if you experience transmission problems, have a shift solenoid sensor checked first. It's likely that this relatively inexpensive repair is the culprit, and not the actual transmission itself, as with the V6. But be aware that there are some complaints online of total transmission failure for the 4-cylinder as well. For model years 2005 onward, reliability remained flawless, but as the miles and the years have accumulated, internet reports have documented issues with Accord transmissions of this generation, mainly the V6, giving the impression that Honda merely extended the transmission life by several years rather than correcting the issue to completely prevent it from failing altogether. Still, some owners with more than 200,000 miles report no problems with their transmission, while others have. Another recall to be aware of is that the 2002 through 2003 V6 models had a timing belt tensioner on the water pump that was misaligned, ultimately causing damage to the timing belt. Honda will replace the water pump and timing belt at no cost. The AC unit, while reliable, is not that well protected from road debris, which could result in a non-functioning unit and a $700 plus repair bill. And some manual transmissions may experience problems shifting into third gear. While you really can't go wrong with any 2003 through 2005 4-cylinder, the 2005 is the best year to look for. But it does need to be said that there are some owners citing oil consumption problems with this generation for both the 4 and 6-cylinder engines. This seems to be a new development in recent years with higher mileage cars. So if you're interested in buying one, access to its service history is key. The Accord got a facelift in 2006. Thankfully, by 2006, Honda seems to have gotten their transmission troubles straightened out for these years. There's not much to fault during these years either, although increasing recent references to transmission and oil consumption issues is disheartening. Honda redesigned the Accord in 2008. The V6 grew from 3 liters to 3.5 liters. This generation started out being less reliable than previous years. By far, the biggest complaint owners reported out of the gate were with the brakes. Premature pad wear and cheap rotors resulted in squeaks, vibrations, and repair bills. Frustrated owners weren't happy to learn that their warranty considered their pad problems as normal wear and tear. Honda responded with a settlement offer for affected owners, but unfortunately, it only covered the pads. The rotors were on the owner. The other hiccup revolved around the new V6 engine with variable cylinder management. A check engine light with the following codes P0301, P0302, P0303, or P0304 was usually the first sign of trouble. Its problems were oil consumption, misfires, and fouled spark plugs, and an effort to repair it may have resulted in replacement of spark plugs, valve stem seals, engine pistons and or rings, ignition coils, the long and or short block, the timing belt, and or the timing belt tensioner. Once again, Honda responded with a settlement, but the problem is that the settlement is not a fix. It merely gives the owner a longer warranty and or a reimbursement. There's no guarantee that the problem won't reoccur, given that the reason for the problem hasn't been clearly pinpointed. Some attribute it to a defect in the manufacturing process, others say operation at high RPM is the culprit. Whatever the cause, a fix for the issue needs to be clearly stated by Honda and implemented for those affected. The settlement covers model years 2008 through 2012 V6 Accords and extends the warranty to 8 years unlimited mileage. So if you own a 2008 V6 Accord, I highly recommend you get your car serviced and documented today because your extended warranty will expire this year in 2016 if it hasn't already. And if you're looking at buying a 2008 through 2012 Honda Accord V6, you could be looking at expensive repair bills once that extended warranty has expired. While V6 Accords have gotten most of the spotlight with this issue, There are some complaints online of four-cylinder owners having oil consumption issues as well, and many within 3 to 4 years of ownership. Honda gave this generation a facelift in 2011. Aside from the recall that covered the 2008 through 2012 V6 engine and the few reports of four-cylinder engine oil consumption, along with the vulnerable AC units. Not much goes wrong with these years. Time will tell if this continues. Honda's past reputation for reliability gives confidence, but Honda's lowered reputation with the introduction of the 2008 model year does not. That's why having a good reliability record is so important for buyers. Honda redesigned the Accord in 2013. The biggest issue this model year had revolved around its infotainment system. Buzzing speakers and weak audio performance is a complaint owners are having. And while not a reliability issue per se, many owners have also complained about uncomfortable seats. An AC unit prone to damage still exists. So for the 2016 Honda Accord, Honda would like your money in exchange for their product. But what about what you would like? Do you want a vehicle with a strong record for producing reliable vehicles consistently year after year? Relatively speaking, the Accord, at least the four-cylinder, has delivered on that front, year after year, although that seems to be changing as oil consumption and transmission complaints are increasing. However, the V6 engine problems that started with the 2008 and the increasing references to oil consumption leave something to be desired from Honda and their reputation for reliability. Many loyal Honda fans got an unpleasant awakening with their Accords, citing stories of how their previous Accords lasted longer with more miles and less problems. True, Honda did extend warranties and offer reimbursements, but remember, the best warranty is the one you never have to use. The stress, frustration, and breakdowns are just not how you keep customers. If you have your heart set on buying one, I have partnered with partners across the country. Please click on the link below and email us the details of what you are looking for, and one of my partners will contact you. If this video has been helpful, please like and subscribe. It helps our channel to grow. Please share your comments of your personal experience with your Honda Accord in the comment section below. If you have any ideas for future videos for this channel, please don't hesitate to share them. Stay tuned for our next video where we will be reviewing the reliability history of the 2016 Nissan Maxima.